We're digging into something pretty specific. How a certain kind of real estate pro builds, well, extraordinary value in a really competitive spot like Catawba Island, Ohio.
Yeah, we're looking at Amy Rizer's profile, but it's bigger than just one person, right?
Right.
It's about understanding how deep specialization, combining, design, ethics, sales, kind of sets a whole new standard,
Right.
especially in that high-end luxury market.
Exactly. So our mission today is to unpack her specific achievements, the designations, all that foundational stuff that really makes her service stand out. We've got the details, and we want to see how it all connects.
If you've ever wondered how maybe a non-traditional background could help someone dominate a niche market, well, this should be interesting.
Okay, let's dive in. The first thing that jumps out, and you mentioned it isn't actually sales, is it? It's design.
That's it. The sources really emphasize this formal, degreed interior design background, Art Institute of Pittsburgh. So this isn't like a weekend course or a hobby.
No, it's serious academic training. Let's unpack that a bit.
Yeah.
A design degree. How does that knowledge, things like color theory, architecture, space planning, how does that actually help someone buying or selling a house?
Well, it's fascinating because the training is so broad. We're talking color theory, yes, but also architectural styles and movements, art history, furniture design, space planning.
Yeah.
Even professional budgeting for projects and project management.
Wow, okay.
So think about it. It translates almost instantly into pricing strategy and return on investment.
Oh, so?
Well, most agents might say, oh, you should update this. But someone with this background can walk in and pinpoint exactly where a, let's say, cosmetic tweak based on knowing the home's architectural style, like changing light fixtures or respecting a certain period look, might add, say, 10% value versus just 2%. It's not just staging. It's like aesthetic risk analysis.
That's a really powerful way to put it, aesthetic risk analysis. So she's seeing the property as this sort of design project from the get-go, optimizing it.
Precisely. And it goes beyond just the assessment phase. The practical application is key, too.
Right. The sources mentioned she's a certified home stager, worked across Ohio, Pennsylvania.
Yep. And here's something else really interesting. She also did side work as an architectural photographer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, specifically for a coffee table book about a well-regarded architect in the Mahoning Valley area.
Okay, now that is interesting because being an architectural photographer, that means she understands light, composition, how to present a space visually.
Exactly. It's about storytelling through visuals. So when she lists a property, you're not just getting quick phone pics. You're getting someone with a director's eye for visual marketing right from the second it hits the market.
It changes the entire marketing conversation, doesn't it? Knowing art history, architecture, you know how to frame it for a buyer who actually appreciates those details.
It elevates the listing.
Yeah.
Makes it feel curated, signals luxury immediately rather than just being a list of specs.
Okay, so that design foundation is clear. Let's shift gears slightly to the market itself. Catawba Island and vacation land. This is where that lifestyle expertise really comes into play, right? And connects with the visual side.
Absolutely. Especially when you're dealing with second homes, vacation properties.
Yeah.
It's often less about the square footage and more about the lifestyle, the experience. And her credentials really zero in on this. She's got the Institute for Luxury Home Marketing designation, and she's a luxury specialist with Century 21's Fine Homes and Estates program.
Those aren't just badges, are they? They usually require proven results with high-end properties and clients.
Exactly. Proven performance. Handling sophisticated transactions, high net worth individuals. It signals a certain level of competence.
And then there's the personal connection. This seems crucial for this niche. She actually lives the life she sells.
Right. The sources make a point of this. She's an avid boater, lives right there on Catawba Island. So she's not just talking about the lakefront luxury lifestyle. She's an expert in it.
That's authenticity. You can't really fake that kind of deep local knowledge.
Impossible. Think about the value. She knows more than just property lines. She knows the local culture, which marina fits which boat, the practical stuff like winterizing a second home, where to eat when it's not tourist season.
Little details that matter a lot when you're making a huge investment in a specific lifestyle.
Priceless details, really, for clients buying into that multi-million-dollar dream.
And speaking of details, let's look at the range of her expertise. It's not just luxury, is it? She seems to cover the whole transaction spectrum.
Very comprehensive.
Okay.
So she has the Resort and Second Home Properties Specialist designation, obviously key for vacation land.
Makes sense.
But then look at the transaction mechanics. She's a Certified Seller's Representative Specialist, SRS, an accredited Buyer's Representative, BR, and this one's important, a real estate negotiating expert, RNE.
REing. Okay, so formal negotiation training on top of everything else.
Exactly. Formalized skills for every step. And think about how that REing designation gets amplified by her design background.
How do you mean?
Well, imagine a negotiation. Most agents are focused mainly on price, maybe closing dates, right?
Yeah, the basics.
But with her design eye and RNE training, she can negotiate on tangible value. Maybe counter an offer not just on price, but by suggesting the seller provides, say, a specific $15,000 allowance for a design upgrade. She knows, from her expertise, will create $30,000 in perceived value for that specific buyer.
Ah, so it's creating a win-win based on her unique knowledge of design and value. That's clever.
It's leveraging that whole integrated skill set.
But wait a minute, if she's so specialized in this Catawba Island luxury niche, does that ever maybe put off clients looking for something simpler, maybe outside that exact zone?
That's always the specialist's tightrope, isn't it? But her other credentials, the ABR and SRS, show she absolutely has the core skills for standard deals too.
Okay.
But the evidence, the results we see, suggest her specialization is really attracting the right clients for her skill set. Those who actively seek that integrated approach. It might be a smaller pool, but it's about quality matches, especially in luxury.
Which brings us to the results, the proof, if you will.
Yeah.
How does this blend of design, lifestyle, and technical skill actually translate into measurable success?
Well, the numbers and awards really paint a picture. High volume plus high quality. For instance, setting sales records for properties specifically on Catawba Island, that demonstrates real market dominance there.
And the ranking's top agent in her office in 2024 and number 17 in the entire state for Century 21 that year, that's significant volume, top tier.
Huge volume. But again, it's not just volume. Look at the quality awards alongside that. Ohio President's Sales Club Award, both distinction and achievement levels. Agent of the Year from Rate My Agent for both Port Clinton and Ottawa County. And from Century 21 itself, the Ruby's Masters Award and the Quality Service Award.
Okay, so achieving top sales numbers while also getting recognized for quality of service. That's the tricky balance.
It shows she's not cutting corners on service to hit those volume targets. That combination is rare.
And this commitment to standards seems formalized too, like the continued education, exceeding requirements for 5 years running.
Yeah, that shows an ongoing dedication, not just resting on laurels. But here's maybe the most significant piece for client trust, especially high net worth clients.
What's that?
She serves on the Professional Standards Committee for the State of Ohio's Real Estate Board.
Ah, okay, so she's not just following the rules, she's involved in upholding and maybe even shaping them.
Precisely. Think about the signal that sends. Your agent isn't just ethical. They're a leader in maintaining ethical practices for the entire profession in the state. That's a massive trust builder when you're dealing with significant assets.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's try and distill this. What's the big takeaway for you listening? It seems like success in these really specialized markets often comes from this unique blend. You need the formal, maybe non-traditional skills like the design, the staging, the photography.
The foundational expertise.
That combined with proven sales results and that deep, authentic immersion in the local lifestyle. You have to genuinely be the expert in the life the client wants to buy into.
Yeah, this deep dive really highlights that just being a good salesperson often isn't enough anymore, especially at the high end. True differentiation comes from bringing something extra, something multifaceted.
Solutions others just can't offer.
Right. From optimizing a property visually to negotiating complex terms using that specialized knowledge, it leads to, well, unparalleled service for those specific clients. Luxury, vacation, second homes.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? How often do you encounter professionals where their core value comes from a totally separate but complementary formal training, like that design degree fundamentally shifting how real estate gets done?
Yeah.
So maybe next time you're looking for any kind of expert, think beyond just years of experience. Ask yourself, what unique background, what different training do they bring? And how might that, whether it's art or science or design, how might that change the game for you?